Hello, it's Shamini from the Happy Film Company, and today we're going to talk about this little microphone here. This is a Rode stereo video mic Pro Rycote. I don't know how to say that word. It's down below. That is the model. I just call it my round Rode video microphone. And it goes on top of my camera. So this is a Canon 5D Mark IV. This is a 35mm lens, for those of you who care. On top, there's a hot shoe. See, it matches, they go together. And it slides on. Just like this. Just so simple, just like this. Like that. And then you screw it to the side to tighten it. This little cord here connects over to the side of the camera and plugs into the microphone jack. On the back, you want to make sure that when you put it on, that the microphone, the ball, is actually pointing towards the subject that you're filming, and then the controls are on the back. And there's an on and an off, and then there's like a sensitivity. How sensitive? How much noise is it going to pick up? Essentially, it's like low, medium, high. I usually just keep it at medium. The battery that this thing takes, oh, before I mention that, the microphone itself, I don't disassemble this very often, so I'm not super smooth at it. Here we go. The microphone itself is a little bit stuck in its cradle. I don't actually want to take it off because it's such a bitch to put it back on. The point is, I'm trying to demonstrate that this is separate from this. This is a little cradle that holds the microphone, and it snaps in, and I never take it out because I don't want to deal with what I'm demonstrating right now. It's a very difficult process. Maybe someone's found a simpler way, but this is one of these pieces that I'm like not very impressed with because it's so difficult, but also I don't really care that much. I'm not gonna like leave a negative review or go find a better one, because once you do the struggle and get it on, it's on. You just leave it on and never take it off, especially like for a tutorial video. It's not worth it. But this little cradle, it's a shock absorber. It's a shock mount, see? So the camera can move around, but the microphone itself isn't getting banged, right? So it absorbs a little bit of shock, a little bit of the wiggle. This microphone also comes with a wind blocker that just goes on top like this. How funny is that? I always feel a little embarrassed when it's on like that because it's really drawing attention to itself. And then it also comes with this cable that is like a 10-foot long, super long, maybe 6 foot, I don't know, extender. So instead of pointing it straight into the camera, it goes in one side of the adapter, and then 6 feet later, this one goes into the camera, which means you can take it off of the camera and have it over here, and it's still connected by a cord. So this is kind of like in the movies where you can have the microphone over here or the microphone hanging above somebody while the camera is shooting from a different angle. If you have it on top, then the sound is coming directly into the camera from the perspective of the photographer. So that is the setup for this Rode microphone. Now let me talk about how I use it, when I use it, why I use it. I have tried multiple microphones. I like this one, and I'm not like blown away. It's not like the greatest thing in the world. The best microphones in the world are the condenser mics that I have in my music studio, like this one. That's an Aston Spirit. That blows my mind, but that does not attach to my camera. So this video mic, I got this specifically for making music videos, and I also use it for the videos that I make for families, like their family portrait videos, or when companies and fashion designers hire me to make videos of their clothing in motion, or videos of them talking about their business, like brand films, marketing films. I do it all on this microphone. The reason I love having it attached to the camera like this is because the footage that the camera is recording, the video footage, the visual footage, this microphone is recording the audio content that matches that. Does that make sense? If I unplug the microphone and I record the video of my clients, music videos, fashion videos, whatever, if I'm recording just with the camera alone, the camera has a built-in microphone. At least the 5D Mark IV does. So sometimes I accidentally forget the microphone and I am like, shit, I can only record with the microphone that comes inside the camera, which works, but the downside is that it's kind of like a phone camera or a phone microphone. Like, it picks up the sound all around the whole room. Whereas this microphone is more directional. It's really focused on recording the audio that's what we're focusing on with the camera. And the background kind of blends away or blurs away. So I know that by bringing this, the quality of the audio is gonna be higher. If there's someone speaking, you're gonna hear them and not like all the background noise. Another problem of recording straight with the microphone that's in the camera is that the camera body microphone will pick up the sounds of the lens focusing. So as the lens is like trying to take a picture of a person, it's like, and you'll hear all of that noise in the audio recording because it's attached. Like, physically the sound is right next to the microphone. When you have this on the top, I can record a video and this microphone is just far enough away and pointed out at the subject that it doesn't pick up the internal noises of the focusing lens. So that's a really big deal, because if someone is talking to the microphone, like talking to my camera, and they're explaining what their business is, or if they're a musician and I'm recording a song that they're performing, and the whole thing is interrupted by like tick, 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 it's essentially ruined. And as a professional, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I hope you don't notice that there's a clicking all the way through your video. And that's why we have external microphones. This microphone, if you don't know what a wind block thingy does, this is so that when the wind blows and you're outside doing the shoot, that you're not gonna have that like sound. The wind gets filtered a little bit through the fuzziness so that by the time it's hopefully diffused entirely and doesn't reach the actual microphone. It's a filter for the wind. Let's see. Sometimes when you record through an external mic like this, it changes the sound. Like the camera microphone will have a sound that's louder and maybe even crisper. This one might sound a little bit dull or a little bit like softer, but it will be cleaner. One last thing I'll tell you about the way that I use microphones with my clients is that I always have a backup. Unless it's a very low-key shoot. Like if it's mainly a photo shoot based on photos, and I'm like, you know what, I'll surprise them with a little video clip. I'm not gonna have a backup, I'm just gonna use this. If, however, someone has hired me to create a video that is audio-centric, like a music video or a talking video, like the audio needs to be there. And sometimes shit hits the fan and the clicking in the lens is a problem, or the wind is getting through this, and you're like, what? I thought this was supposed to block all the wind. But sometimes shit happens. And so I'll have a second microphone. That might be my phone, literally just I take my phone out and click the voice memo and record that and have that sitting next to somebody. I have a few different little external microphones like dictaphones and stuff that they record to an SD card. That's an entirely separate thing, and I just have that like sitting on the ground near the person. I hope that I never have to use that recording. I hope I never have to use the recording on my phone or on the little external microphone, the pocket microphone. It is literally there as a backup in case something bad happens here. And I do have to use it sometimes. Because like maybe I'm making a recording and I lift my hand up to change focus, but I knock it. Like I'm like, oh yeah, that looks great. Shit. My hand did that and it ruined the audio. So now there's this big like moment in the audio. So for that one moment, like 5 seconds, I'll go to my phone recording or the external mic recording, and I'll take out the recording there and then stitch it in like a little quilt. So any mistakes that happen in the body can be fixed or replaced by your backup microphone. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest lessons I can pass on for photographers and videographers, is what you'll learn through years of working in this industry is that it's all about protecting yourself with backups. Backup extra audio recording. If you can, have 2 cards in your camera, so if one breaks, the other one is backed up. As soon as you get home, put your photos on your computer and back them up on the cloud or another hard drive in case it crashes. Store the photos and the videos you deliver on YouTube or in the cloud or on an online gallery, because shit's gonna happen and your clients are gonna lose them and you have the backup. Carry an extra camera with you because your first camera might break. Carry an extra battery with you. Bring extra cards with you. Like, there is something about, our job is to capture content. So any of these pieces of the puzzle, the batteries, the cards, the equipment, the actual storage, all of it, if one of it goes missing, the whole system breaks. So you have to have backups, and they need to be readily available. I'd say when you start doing photography, you're gonna get more advanced and get into video and get into sound. Like, all these things kind of build on themselves. And I've tried a lot of different things, and if you're looking to get started in video and audio, this is a great microphone to help you get started. If you get really serious about it and you're gonna be like full-time video maker, music video maker, you are gonna probably wanna upgrade to a higher quality mic. This one's just like a couple $100. And I would say this is perfect for the person who occasionally does video. You don't need to spend big bucks on professional equipment. You just need something that's gonna get you by for those occasional projects when someone is asking, hey, can you do video with great audio? And you're like, yeah, I can. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. My name is Shamini. I'm the owner of the Happy Film Company, and I specialize in lifestyle portraits and videos of families with their adorable little children, and I'm based in Seattle. And if you'd like to book a photo shoot with me, there's a link below. If you would like to do some coaching, like photography business coaching, and you want some one-on-one help to help you get started with your own business, there's a link for that below. And if you have any questions about this equipment or other equipment that you want me to talk about, leave a comment below and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.